Hi, I'm Crystal, and I'm here with the July 1 Sketch Challenge. This is hosted by Lisa over at Crafting Diva, and all of the participants are listed in the description box below. So to work on the sketch, I got out this 6x6 paper pad from Echo Park called Day in the Life, as well as some dies. Everything is listed in the description box, but I was using ovals from Gina Marie Designs, some scalloped rectangles from Honeybee Stamps, and a layered word from Honeybee Stamps. I also used a die set on the journal page from Honeybee. So when I look at the sketch that Lisa provided to the participants in advance, you can see there are two overlapping rectangles and a large oval and a little bit of trim and a bow. So I did my overlapping rectangles. I layered my smaller one with a little bit of vellum just so it would stand out. Got my trim and my oval. I thought the repetition of the vellum between the smaller rectangle and the word was nice. And as long as I was cutting everything, I made two cards. The only difference is that the rectangles have opposite patterns. However, my rectangles looked a little squished on a standard A2 card base. So I actually put them on a slightly larger card base that I made. And the cards aren't even the same size as each other. Two different size cards, and they don't go with any envelope in my stash. But that's okay. We can easily make a custom envelope, and you don't need any special supplies for this. I'm just taking this piece of cardstock. It's like a 60-pound, folding it in half, and I'm putting the card down, leaving a little bit of space. So we're not wrapping a mummy here. You don't want it to be too tight. And once I've got the card laid down, I'm just going to use my folder and a straight edge to mark the paper where I'm going to fold up the flaps. So I'm just eyeballing it. It's nothing special. I don't know, ½ an inch. And so once I've marked off on the top and bottom, I'm just going to remove a little excess paper on those two corners. And I'm also going to score across the top. Again, not too tight. I want some room for the recipient to put their fingers in the envelope and pull out the card. And then once I've got everything scored and the excess paper removed, I'm just going to take this to the edge of my table and fold the score lines against the straight edge of the table. I think it's a big time saver. I didn't have to get out my scoreboard. You don't even have to have a scoreboard. So once I've got that done, you can see the basic shape of this coin envelope emerging. Now the flap on the right hand side is a little bit too big still, so I'm just going to fold that over, and where it overlaps on the side, I'm just going to draw a line so I can see how much too big it is and just remove that excess paper. So you do end up with a little extra cardstock wasted or set aside as a strip for another project, but otherwise the envelope is basically done. Now, just to be a little extra, I am going to take the corner rounder and round the top and bottom flaps, which are the ones you'll see, just to be, fancy. And then glue up the flaps, and this envelope is complete. And that's, no die, no measuring, no anything. We're just wrapping it around the card to make that custom shape, and we are good to go. So I'm happy to have a matching envelope that coordinates with my beautiful cards that I made based on the sketch. I think that all turned out very nicely. So I am looking forward to seeing what everyone else created as part of this challenge. Let's take a look at some close-up photos of the card before we move on to the journal page. So here you can see the vellum a little bit better that I used on the smaller rectangle and on the sentiment. Now for the journal page, obviously I'm using the same sketch. I have a photo picked out for the middle of this page that my husband unearthed recently. I just have not had a chance to have it printed, but the photo, I'll show it on the screen. The photo is what led me to choose the word fly for this journal page, because it's a picture back in the days my husband was taking flying lessons. So it's probably 35 years ago, and that's me standing next to a Cessna. So I thought that was a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to putting it into my journal, and I think it'll make a great addition to my junk journal. So please check out all of the participants. They are linked below, and thank you for joining me today.